going? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Today, we're playing
A game.
Brittany won't tell me. I already showed you. Don't read it.
Is called Slay the Princess.
Oh. And what's it about?
I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Is it
Yeah. Sydney's gonna play.
95 achievements?
97.
97?
Yeah.
Never heard of this game. Well, maybe I have. I can't remember.
I told you about it.
You did. Ah! Black Tabby Games. Hey, a cat. Whoa. Little Appas. Keep spinning the chair. Appa. Appa. What are you doing? Why are you getting yourself stuck? Get out of there. Get out of there, little nookin cranny. Get out of that little cranny. The little nook.
Little Nick.
Nooks and
This
crannies.
is a horror game.
No,
Not intended for all audiences.
it's a cozy game. Okay, it's a horror game.
There's flickering image effects as well as parallax effect that on rare occasions have caused motion sickness in players.
Okay. Don't
You
make
can
me throw up.
disable this later.
Yeah, don't make me throw up.
Oh, look at the cursor.
Oh god, it's gonna make me barf.
Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through.
It's coming to get you.
There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. Only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story.
No, it's a horror story. They already lied. The love or is a death? Bye bye. What's a little potato? He's a big potato.
Alright, you ready for this?
I'm ready for this. My hands are dry.
It's a love story.
My hands are dry.
You okay? You need lotion.
Look at them.
You need lotion.
Look at them. She's like, oh no. You know, there's only so much lotion you can drink. What are these?
Lotions?
Oceans? Ooh, let me smell. Ooh.
This is what they use at the hospital.
Yeah, it
That one
smells like a
smells
hospital. Smells like a hospital.
So,
If you've never been at a hospital, we're gonna find out in this game.
maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know where this goes.
Well, you know, this isn't as good as I thought it was gonna be.
It fades a little bit over time and it smells really good.
Okay.
I like it.
It's just weird at first.
Yeah.
Look at those little deer. Aww.
Hmm?
On the thing!
Look.
The little deer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shut up, Brittany. Just making fun of me.
Alright, you ready?
What kind of finger is that?
I think it's like writing
It's a hook.
or it's a claw. I can't really tell from here.
It's a hook shot from Zelda.
Is it looks like a claw finger.
It's a talon. Okay. New game. No, I'm playing.
I'm changing stuff real quick.
No, I'm changing.
There we go.
Here we go. Hello?
It's okay.
Oh. It is kind of bubbly, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about that. We'll find out. Oh! Got real bright all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yes.
Turn this up a little bit. Alright, I think we're good to go. Plug her in.
Plug her in, plug her in. Ah, God.
Did it.
Anyway.
Alright, new game. Chapter 1. Hero and the Princess.
Duh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Whoops. Oh. What do you want to do? End of the world? What are you talking about?
Ah.
Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Oh.
Turn around and leave.
What do you want to do? It said there's no wrong decisions.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her. Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
This far? I've just started. I'm not committing to anything until I've met her face to face. Look at all these options. What the heck?
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah.
But
Can't just go
a
kill
word of
someone we
warning.
don't know if they're good
If
or
you
bad
go
or
in
whatever.
to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies.
What if
And
you're
the more you
lying?
listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
I don't know who to
Then
trust.
each and every one of us is doomed. So
Whoops.
sure, go talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Okay,
It's
I
starting
will.
to feel like the Stanley Parable.
Yeah, it's
You
that
make your
vibe.
way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Voice of the hero. Is that
Ignore
us?
him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
That's not us? The voice of a hero. In the cabin!
The interior of the cabin
A
is
knife.
almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture
Who
of
painted
note
it that way?
is a plain wooden
Gross.
table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Uh-oh.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We don't need it. Should we go without it? We could go without it. We might be able to come back and get it if we really need it. Or we might die. Gruesome death. If we don't have a way to defend ourselves.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I'm doing it for self-defense, thanks. You never know. Oh, the cursor has a knife now.
Not a knife.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp,
Ugh,
a
mold.
hint of rot filtering from the ancient
rot.
wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Who got the princess here in the first
Her
place?
voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh. Me. Hi.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Huh? Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Why is your dialogue different than the
You walk
narrator?
down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Hi.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way! You caught me. Haven't decided yet?
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare.
Don't you
It's
dare.
fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of.
Us. Oh, you want to drop it? Tighten your grip. Can you scroll up at all? The scrolly thing's at the bottom. No? Okay.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. If he holler, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. My mother told me to pick the very best one, and you are not it. Sky blue, everybody out except for you.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Don't cry.
We're gonna kill her.
Poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
We came here to talk.
Slay the princess.
Or we could just slay her right away. I feel like this is one of those where we're gonna get multiple paths and
You're
choices,
so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk. Then I'm not talking to you.
Oh, jeez.
Child.
I guess we're at an impasse then.
I guess we are.
Jesus.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
Calm down. I got this. We're flirting. It's fine. Are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Damn.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever.
We're not.
Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Oh, okay. What do you want to do? You want-
Eeny, meeny, miny.
I think let's just drop it and go. We came here to talk.
Yeah.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious crack.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I
Your
don't know
eyes
what
are
you're
really
hoping
big.
to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor.
See, it's right there if we
We're
need
going
it.
to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Told you we were flirting. Are you coming on to me? Okay, we've talked. What's your
She
name?
hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her. Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster? If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I mean, you got creepy eyes.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Nope.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
It's true.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said,
But all
it's
you're
all
giving
about
me is
trust.
words too, narrator.
Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
How long have you been here?
Too long.
That doesn't answer my question.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
Like cut off your hand?
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. She is. I'm sure of it.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
No, but
You know why you're here.
I know why you told me I'm here. Should we slay her and see what happens? What if we just kill an innocent person? That's what I'm afraid of. She's just snarky because that's her personality.
Let's get to know you a little
That
bit more.
seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another,
Oh.
I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Oh, yeah. I'm locking her in the basement. That's like... Is that as bad as just killing her? If she's innocent. So if we think she's guilty, we should just kill her.
Eeny, meeny, oh,
No! We have to decide. What do you think? Do you think she's innocent?
I don't know. They keep doing the ominous red lettering, but that could just be for effect.
Right, that could be propaganda.
It's
By the
propaganda.
narrator.
It's propaganda.
Or it could be real.
Let's not trust the narrator.
Okay. Let's get her out of
Oh,
here.
for the love of...
Good. I'm glad you've come to your senses.
Yeah.
You're making a huge No, you're doing the right thing.
Okay, thanks. Someone believes in
You
me.
walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm
okay.
sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Was there a drawer on that table? Or was it just a table?
Just a table.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Well, we could go look.
I'll be here.
Okay. Let's go get some intel. Maybe we'll learn
You
to.
attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Excuse me?
Is someone else here?
I mean, we could bash through that.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and
Did
you
the
won't
narrator
leave
lock us
until
down
the
here?
task is done. Your shouts and pleas, I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Hero is getting suspicious now, too.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
They?
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Stab, stab. You want to save her? Go against the narrator?
Against your place the blade against the
Look
princess's
at her little
arm,
eyes.
just
They're
above
not
the
little.
rusty,
Little?
unyielding chain.
Little? Oh gosh.
Why couldn't we just pick the lock with the knife? Why we gotta cut her freaking wrist
Cut
off?
into her flesh.
Look at that's us.
Well, yeah, we had talents.
Yeah.
The
Who
blade
are
is
we?
sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Ugh.
She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Going on.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
To the door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait,
No.
this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
I didn't choose that.
Watch me.
Ah! No! Is there another option anywhere? They all warn her. Princess!
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Why? Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No!
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yes.
I'll make this quick.
You're gonna kill me.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
We did
I
it!
hope it was worth it.
I just don't like you, bro. Chapter 2. So we did something right? We moved forward. Is
You're
that a
on
thing?
a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But whose world? Mine?
I don't know.
I've already died once.
I'm very confused. Should we? Wasn't there an option to, like, not even go to the cabin? But I died! What am I doing here? Oh my god.
Turn around and leave.
Yeah, let's just leave.
I'm not so sure running away is the best idea. We're not the only person stuck here. What about her?
Who's the skeptic?
I don't know.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
I don't even know how I got here. I'm not going to the cabin. Just quietly continue down the path, away from the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient.
Narrator.
Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after
It's
all.
the Stanley Parable all over again.
Turn around again and leave
Really
again.
Keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't
No,
you?
just yours.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I don't know that. Who are you?
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Yes, I do.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting...
Bye, narrator.
What's going on? Where are we?
Hero, help me. Hero.
Did we do this? Is this the end of the world? Was there ever even a world to end?
Oh gosh. The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness. It is quiet. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Hands! Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. Oh. Wake up or embrace the demon. Tough choice.
Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
I don't know.
Well, if we end up in this situation again, we can let them take over, but maybe we'll just wake up this time.
You want to just wake up? What if it just takes us back to the cabin, though?
You're right.
We should just go full. We turned around. We're not going back.
Embrace!
Embrace! Urgency. You have a story you need to finish. It is the only way for us to escape this place.
Does the narrator take over my body?
Maybe. I mean, he did before. Controlled everything.
It's like a hair. Ugh,
No one likes hairs in their shirt.
not when they feel like pine needles.
Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Chapter 1. Denial. Return to your destined path or face the consequences.
You're on a path in the woods.
The real Slay the Princess
But at the
starts
end of
here.
that path
You'll
is
know
a
it when
cabin.
you see it.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
What?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of
Is this the actual start of the game?
That was just a practice round.
Yeah, it seems like the questions reset, maybe. Forget this. I'm not doing this.
No, you have to do it.
I refuse. You can't tell me what to do. We did that one. We did turn around and leave. Should we do one where we just go kill her straight off? See what happens?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Okay, so now we're mercenaries. We're like, as long as we get money for it, I'll do anything.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
And princesses don't.
Depends on the princess again. Maybe I'm okay.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
You don't know
I mean,
me.
Maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those.
Where's my prize?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
It's death, isn't it?
It's gonna kill me. Should we just go along with it for this one? Be
Don't
very
rush.
compliant,
It's all part of
become
the
his friend, pretend like we like him.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We're going in the cabin! We're going into the cabin!
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale
Oh.
and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer
Oh,
of
wait, no, it's
dust.
a knife again.
The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Should we just go kill her straight away this time?
Blade is your implement.
No?
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
What if we don't even pick it up? Then she can't kill us.
The door to the
Supposedly.
basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp. A hint, her voice softly.
Hello? Is someone there?
She's nice this time. Because we didn't pick up that knife. She
It's
knows if we have the knife.
hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Does she know we're repeating?
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
How does she know we're unarmed? Hey, I think I'm here to slay you.
Lie.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused.
Stay
A lot
focused.
riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing.
Oh gosh.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Yeah. Maybe.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of
No.
the basement.
We don't have the knife!
The stairs
don't.
slams shut. You hear the click of a lock.
So something
sliding.
different's gonna
Someone
happen.
else here. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just
Who
taken
closed the
blade
door?
like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't
Who
they?
is they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth,
Wait.
her teeth tearing through her lip.
Why didn't
with the
she just do this
determination
before?
of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone,
Did she need
a sound
us for
comes
some
from
reason?
behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade
Oh!
from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or
No.
we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Is it the same ending, you think?
We're gonna find out.
Against your better judgment, place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding.
It's gonna get
chain
infected. She
binding
bit it.
to this place.
Do you think something different is gonna happen
You
though?
cut into her flesh.
Cut.
The blade is sharp,
Ugh.
and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow
High
suit.
hand.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
No, she didn't.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Yeah.
Was she smiling before?
No.
Or was she neutral?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair,
man.
your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Should we kill her?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Oh. She realized what we were doing. She didn't realize before.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Why? Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Do we?
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
She seems like a different person,
I'm so sorry.
but I can't tell.
Stay
Could be the lies.
calm.
Right,
We can
which
tough
one's
it
the
out until
lie?
it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
I like your crown.
She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch.
Because, like, before,
Burn
when she was being, like,
slices
snarky
its
to
way
us, she
into
made
your
our death
body.
quick, so she, like, cared if we were in pain. But this time, she's, like, super nice, and it seems, like, incompetent. She doesn't know how to kill someone quickly. But she might be trying to hurt us on purpose. But we weren't trying to hurt her.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god! Ole, no!
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Good night. The damsel?
New chapter.
Who's the damsel?
It's a new chapter.
Path in the woods. And at
It's-
the end of that
Should we?
path
Okay,
is a
so last time we got the prisoner, so I'm
And in
wondering
the
if we
basement
had
of the
gone to the
cabin
cabin,
is a
if another
princess.
person would have been there. This time we have the damsel. So maybe we go to the cabin to see if there's another person there?
Does she change every time?
I don't know.
What was the first one?
The hero and the princess. It's chapter 1 every time.
And then it was.
Then it was the prisoner, but then we didn't go to the cabin that time, so I don't know. Now it's the damsel.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end.
But I died!
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Or?
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him
Hero,
specifically.
skeptic,
Sounds like
smitten.
he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole
What
world
was the other
for a
one?
peck on the cheek.
I don't know. I think he means the hero, the smitten, us, and the princess.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Yeah.
Who are you? What's happening?
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Uh-huh.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. You were the one who did us in, villain. Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to...
Says you.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe...
No, I want to see where this goes.
Was,
What? I want to see where this goes.
If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
He's got a point.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
That's also a good point, because she had a different personality.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
All these adjectives.
He's smitten. It's very poetic.
Convoluted.
Convoluted.
I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
But why?
This is very much. He's very much acting like Shaun of the Dead. Go to the pub.
Talk about the princess.
I'm with them. I'm gonna find a way to save her from the cabin. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
I want both. Let's do that one.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
What woods? Where are we? Why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look,
That's all.
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable
He's lying.
of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Hero, stop!
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice. Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
What are you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail will just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us.
Why?
I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word. She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world. Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know.
Yeah,
It's
she can
the
just
way it
chew
is.
through her own freaking body.
But why hasn't she done that? Yeah, like why
Right.
now?
Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
What do you think? We could try to save her this time, but if we repeat again, I think we should just slay her next time.
Okay.
That's right. You can't stop all of us.
That's right.
You can't stop all of us!
We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last
Voices
thing
in my head!
anyone does.
We're the monster.
I know.
Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with?
I mean, there are voices in my head.
You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
What about the left call? To the cabin!
Proceed!
A warning before you go any further.
This is different. What?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Got it.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game.
It's your life!
That can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
He does. It's fine.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them.
Uh-oh. Dissension in the
Sometimes
ranks.
they're kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Uh-oh. Proceed!
Can't I just,
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant.
See,
Its stone
cabin.
walls draped in fine threaded tapestries.
Hey!
A prison befitting a royal prisoner.
A mirror.
The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade.
Why is
perched
this
on its
different?
edge.
Because we're in chapter 2?
Well, in the thing, it's in the achievement, it said you'll know, and it had a little mirror thing.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
There's a mirror.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe it
Reach
clean.
forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look.
What is
right
happening?
now. But there was a mirror a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
We have feathers?
Are we a bird?
Are we a bird man? Bird person? This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
Where's the mirror?
It disappeared. The narrator got rid of it.
But who's
Maybe
putting
it's
it there?
Because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense.
No!
You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
He's a liar.
So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
This door has a window.
It does. Do we want to take the blade or no?
It's gonna give it to us anyway.
Yeah, don't take it.
Don't take it.
Don't take it.
Enter the basement. Don't take it.
Don't take it.
Don't take
See
it.
what happens.
The door to the
Oh!
basement creaks
Ooh.
open.
We just
revealing
burn the door
intricate
down.
Yeah,
stairwell.
we got options.
Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along
Gold
the
trim
walls.
carpet.
The basement almost seems
Welcoming.
in the
What?
dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
What do you mean?
It's not moldy.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh,
It's different again.
she's even like more
Her
demure.
voice. It's somehow even
The
more
damsel.
beautiful than last time. I can hear
Oh,
wedding bells
God.
already.
This guy.
Held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do
Yeah,
right by her
exactly.
without all
I'm
this
with the hero.
over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love.
Sigh.
Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
What about your charms?
No
You
charms.
walk down the stairs and lock
look at
eyes
those
with the
rings.
princess.
Window.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Yeah.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
What? Dashing? We're literally a bird person.
Or a reptile bird person.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Oh.
And she called us a hero.
Hero, stop.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
It does. Not good.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
Yeah.
Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Reach.
And you've died.
I'll be on his side.
So the entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
We don't know.
We never saw a world end.
Yeah.
And now I'm even more certain.
And we got
of
to
its
chapter
space
2.
work and
It's chapter 2.
romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Why did you do that? What happened after I died? Oh my god.
Rescue the princess. Save the cheerleader, save the world.
Right? I don't know if I trust her either. I don't know. Why did you hurt me like that last time, bro? It hurt.
She didn't know how to kill me.
But in the first version, she did.
To such
I did the last
action,
one.
it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Oh, she's me!
Hufflepuff.
I'm just like, you're doing your best.
Yeah, Hufflepuff.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Yeah, Hero. I'm with Hero.
That's because she's perfect.
Oh my god. Smitten, stop.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Does she have a narrator?
She doesn't.
Ooh.
There's no one else like me.
I think
Interesting.
he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Interesting idea. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
What? But how did you get here? Did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
What are you talking about?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word.
I like this theory that
passes
she
through
has a
her
narrator in
beautiful
her head, and it's like another person making random choices.
It's the same narrator and she's resisting, and then he's coming to us to kill her because she's a bad robot.
Maybe?
Maybe!
Or it's two different
Listen to her.
narrators.
That's a confession.
She said she doesn't know what happened. Was I supposed to end the world? Would that have made you- She didn't do it. It just-
That doesn't mean that she didn't. Do we want the world to end? No, I don't want the world to end. I don't think.
Then I didn't end the world.
That's not how that works.
I should have did the second
See?
one.
She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
She's the damsel this time.
Not so sure.
Why'd you hurt me?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
What?
Did we?
No?
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She
didn't have to do it like that.
Yeah, she did. She didn't kill us right away.
Well, why?
What?
Why not just slit our throat? Why did she have to hurt us before we died?
I don't know.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have
What?
to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm.
But why couldn't she do that herself then?
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks
Exactly. Hero gets it. He's
She
like,
didn't care last time.
ugh.
Why should she care this time? That's our stoic,
Oh
smiling
my
angel.
God, Smitten.
Oh, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Rescue.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Oh, jeez.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
What
You
the?
approach the princess and
What the?
gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned.
Why is it working?
We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
What's
I
happening?
told you. There's no life
I
more
told
worth
you.
living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
Ugh.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
I'm so confused.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the
Yes!
The power of love.
Yes.
What do we do now?
I don't know.
End the world together.
No. Maybe ask her what she wants to do.
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked
Her
me
crown
what I wanted
changed.
before.
Yeah.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Oh dear God. There must be something you want. Maybe the first one? I'm curious if we say, I want you to tell me what you want, if she'll do it because we're, like, commanding her to.
I just want to make you happy.
Exactly. Music's changing. What?
She can't just want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
Oh God, the music. Maybe the third one? But you need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
Oh dear God,
Her eyes.
she's becoming like more anime. And less, like, detailed.
Broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
I want you to make me unhappy? No, let's not go down that route. No, I feel like we need to keep asking questions until she, like, explodes or something. There must be something you want.
But what would make you happy?
Yeah.
I just want to make you happy.
Uh-oh.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right.
Uh-oh.
I feel
The
there's a
tapestry.
problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
No. There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now?
It's all she wanted. And they lived
we're the
happily
only
ever
ones
after.
here.
The hands got her!
The demon! Whatever the entity universe. You don't get the chance to ask another question. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
The mirror!
No. She was our perfect match. She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror?
What's
Why is
with
it
the
here?
mirror?
Why now?
The narrator's gone.
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go look.
The narrator is gone.
Yeah.
It is. Does that mean the world ended? A villain vanquished?
Yeah.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Yeah.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. I can't believe she was taken away from us.
The nerve!
Nerve.
Here we
I'm
go!
begging you, don't do this.
The only option, bro! You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. The body. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin? What? There's nobody there. You are at the cabin.
Is this what the narrator sees?
Maybe. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Yeah, that was the plan the whole time. Get you a vessel, bro. Yeah, You're that thing I met in the space that fly the woods, aren't you? I thought that was a dream. Do we want to save the princess still?
But we let it take over us.
But then, what happened?
We woke up.
But then we woke up. So maybe it didn't? Did it start over when we embraced it?
Yeah. The gift of a fragile vessel?
Sure.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
I didn't mold anything, bro.
Mold? Not the damp basement.
Yeah.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
What? You're that thing! What are you?
Do you know the Muffin Man?
I kind of want to talk to it first and then talk about the narrator. What do you think?
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city.
Ugh, that's so fucking deep. Oh my god. Hashtag deep. What does that even mean, though? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me.
What do you mean?
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Huh? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? You know about the world beyond this place. Are you the princess? Destroyed my
She
body.
is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins?
Yes, it does.
And another ends?
She's a person, I think. Maybe, I don't know. You know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
How many are there? You're that thing!
Vague recollections. Empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
You took my body. Is this the end?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I don't know. Ask the narrator.
Do you know the narrator?
Yeah.
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Are you the narrator?
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Why me? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
We already did that one.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Then why is it still there?
Not
What happens
them,
now?
as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Why?
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
What?
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
So you need all the endings, is what you're saying? Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find.
Wow.
Jesus.
I am infinite.
Thanks.
The rest will find their own way home.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
I won't forget.
I won't forget.
And what if I don't let you do this to me? I'm sent here to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
And what if I don't let you do this to me? We already did that, right?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Maybe the first one?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Huh. Well?
Okay.
Okay, I'll go get you some more pieces, bro.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Oh, I remember, damsel. I got you. But I think I gotta kill you at least once. Everything goes dark and you die. Oh my god. Oh, we're back. back at the beginning. An idealized vessel. Bring the deconstructed damsel to her.
You're on a path in the woods.
So we got her one
And at
piece.
the end of that path
It
is
one
a
piece.
cabin. And you're here to slay her.
Are there any unique ones, or are they all the same? Okay, should we go kill her this time? Just like straight up, just like no questions, just like stab, stab, stab. Let's see what happens.
She's not afraid to die.
Well, I don't know if the entity and the princess are two different things. I don't know if the princess is even a person. Or if it's like energy. Should we just remain silent and just silently just like ignore everyone and just go stab?
You make your way.
I just want to see what happens so we can get it out of the way. Just like don't acknowledge anyone. Just do what it tells you want. Be the robot.
Hey, it's the cabin again.
There's no mirror.
The air is stale and musty, and the blade is
Grab the
impudent.
blade. Stab the princess. Bet she's gonna be all snarky this time
You take
because
the
we
blade
grabbed
from
it.
the table.
Here we go.
The door to the basement creaks open,
Aw.
revealing a staircase. Her voice.
Who's there?
See? She knows.
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you. It's
Just don't say anything. Just go kill her.
good. You're still listening to reason.
Sure, that's not the
You
reason,
walk
but sure.
down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, but she's so coldly focused on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tight.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Because I'm just gonna do it.
Don't I have to remind her of the damsel?
No.
That's what the achievement said.
No, it didn't. Did it?
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yup.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate,
Do you want to talk to her?
You want to kill her, so we'll kill her.
I do want to kill her, but I don't know.
Okay, we're killing
you
her.
lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Hiya!
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh,
That's it.
Look at my feathers.
Look at my feathers.
this is it, isn't it?
Yup.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
No, that's why I'm trying.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Because it's gonna restart.
Yeah.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered
They
on her
always come
face.
back for one final word.
Yeah.
But is it over?
Really over.
Over.
I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not. That was too easy.
The long one.
Yeah.
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there.
We could have slipped her wrist out again.
We could have.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Uh-oh.
She's gonna bite me.
I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us?
Right?
I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Uh-huh. Should we just leave?
Yes, exactly.
Just go straight forward. What happens if you just do the story?
With your work done, you make your way
Oh, the
back
door
up
didn't lock us
stairs,
out.
Yeah.
closing the door to the basement behind you.
Because we did our job.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Because we have.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in, and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Everything's on fire.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry.
What?
You'll be safe here.
This is what he didn't want to tell us.
This is good.
We
Everyone
sacrificed
is happy.
ourselves.
This was our reward.
You'll be happy.
Your eternal reward.
The third one. I was kind of hoping I get a better ending for saving the world.
I'll just say, oh, okay.
Okay.
So glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Who says? The narrator.
Hey, we're not just going to stay here forever, right?
I mean... Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy. Should we go along with it to see what happens?
Of course we are. I like it here.
Let's do it.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just
I love it here.
let
Look
me
at
know,
this.
I guess. More happy time passes.
Happy.
Though the word
I just want to
begins
make you
lose its
happy.
meaning.
Yeah, exactly.
Time, that is. Not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We
No.
have to get out of
Let's go all the way down this rabbit hole.
The little voices, please, fall on deaf
Yeah, I'm
ears.
happy. I'm sorry.
Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence.
See?
Though
I
words
ascended.
like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift. You simply exist.
Yeah.
Happy.
Happy.
Forever.
Happy. Good ending! You did it! You saved everyone!
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Past the point of no return, there's no going back now.
Duly explored. Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Okay, maybe I'm not happy. And I'm not saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Good. Because I have an idea to get us out of here.
What do you mean?
Though you're probably not going to like
We
it.
have to kill ourselves, don't
Blade.
we?
We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out.
So is the voice of the hero just me?
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you.
He's the
It
narrator,
wants
and
this
all the other
wonderful
voices are
place
my
to
consciousness.
end. Do you not? There's more for us to do. And
Like
the
what?
only way for us
I don't
to
know
do it
who or
is
what
to
we
take
are.
that blade and use it.
What if our only
Don't you
purpose was
dare.
to slay the princess, to keep the world going? What if we're just a force of nature? Wouldn't using the blade kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever.
Yeah.
I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work.
Does he remember and I don't?
That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
That's true. I'm so happy. I'll be upset if we die. Either one, I think.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the
No,
world?
I like the castle.
Eternity of
Yeah,
bliss?
right?
You
At least there were candles.
ingrate.
Look at the flickering lights.
Flicker, 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 flicker. Free turn.
You ingrate?
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Is she alive?
The princess's body is
Oh.
dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Ew. How long has it been?
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Great.
The end.
Thanks.
Nice knowing you.
Happily ever after.
Chapter 2.
The Spectre. A ghost. A ghost.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Yeah. Wait. What was the top one? That was different. Yeah, that's new.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for
Cold.
whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing
Those
anything?
are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge
If we
you.
did this.
Let's say for a moment that this really... If you're back here, I'm assuming you died. Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too.
Yeah. How do you feel about
if
that?
you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
He sounds defeated.
Yeah, he sounds different this time.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported
I
to
think
a
it's
different
the
world
second one.
entirely?
We're in a different world. Every time we die, we go to a different version.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying. Just stay focused, will you?
Okay. So, if we go to the cabin, do we grab the blade or no? Because what if she's just a ghost?
Again, he'll just give us the blade anyway.
So yeah, let's never pick it up.
Let's never pick it up.
Because when we
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
If anything, the world ended after I slew her. When I tried to leave, everything was gone. Last time around, I stabbed her in the heart and she died. How can someone like that end the world? Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
We already asked that one.
Did we?
Yeah, this one's new.
Do it.
That's a good point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe slaying the princess was what ended the world, not the other way round. Yes, maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to end the world. And now we get to go through the whole charade again, wholly aware of what's waiting for us at the end. But that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. We did kill her, after all. You're going to find her in the cabin. If the princess had actually been slain, you wouldn't be here. And let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time. It's a load of nonsense.
I wonder what happens if you do
You'll
just
catch
kill
on,
her
yeah.
over and over and you're like, see? The world ended! And every time he's like, no, it's fine.
Nah, you crazy. You crazy.
Well, that's exactly what we're afraid of.
Because we were happy in the cabin.
We were.
For a time.
For months, at least. I mean, she was bones, so...
She
years.
was bones.
Years?
She was bones.
I mean, but also, the narrator can
Happily ever after
do whatever he
sounds that
wants, it
bad.
seems like. So maybe he just...
Oh, well,
put
No
bones
use
there.
arguing over your masochism. The cabin awaits.
Here we go.
People locked her in that basement.
Yeah. Yeah.
She just can. You'll have to trust that what I'm saying is true.
But it's not.
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more... This is boring.
I agree.
He's clearly not interested in talking. So let's just do as he says. And maybe he'll stop bothering us. Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole...
You want to leave?
A warning.
I don't think she's down
Before you
there.
go in, she will lie. She won't be a problem.
I don't think she's down there.
What was this one?
The specter.
The ghost.
The interior of the cabin...
The mirror!
It's a haunted house!
Permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Yeah, because it's chapter 2.
Yeah. You didn't say anything about the mirror. Do we want to mess with the mirror? Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. You reach forward and rub your
it's gone
hand
again.
against the cabin wall. But there was a mirror.
I was hoping because we committed to the quest that the voice would be like, yes, do whatever, you know?
Now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Oh, gee. Do we want to talk about how it's different?
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous second life proposition. You haven't died. You certainly haven't
It's
already
just
slain
like
the
The Legend of
princess.
Zelda. It's just a cycle over and over and over.
So
Alright.
focus up. A lot's riding on
Don't
this.
grab the blade.
This door doesn't have a window.
It doesn't. To the basement.
To the wall!
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. The room below is silent.
'Cause she's dead.
She's dead.
Nobody's here.
Naturally.
As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final stairs,
She's in a different
the
position.
form of
Yeah.
the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
Hey.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? A ghost!
Thanks, hero.
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I had some issues with how our last meeting went.
She's still chained.
Yeah.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal,
formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
Yeah, let's play it out.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore.
Nah.
So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe? Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
Let's team up.
Ooh. Interesting. There's so many options. Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. Interesting. Well, we got a lot of questions to ask. He killed her.
Yes, obviously things are strange right now. I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened.
She's already dead!
You have a job to finish.
Right. I'm confused.
Finish how? We already did what you told us.
Yeah.
Now she's a ghost. There's a
Ghost.
perfectly pristine blade waiting for you upstairs. You could always use it to, I don't know, slay her. And then what? And then you'll have saved the world. I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an option. What do you mean, after? You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? Are you going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that. I'm not going to lock you anywhere. What an interesting choice of emphasis.
Yeah. Who did lock us in there then? The entity? Or ourselves? How? Who are we? What has happened?
We're a bird person.
Bird person. I killed you. What are you doing not being dead? You know why you came back? I'm sorry I killed you. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself? Because I already did that. Wouldn't be that hard to do. How can I make it up to you?
Let's team up.
I don't know. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what I want to do. Do we want to kill her again and see what happens? Or do we want to, like, get this piece to the entity somehow? Yeah, let's just be like, look, this is what happened.
You poor thing. That must have been so frightening for you.
You know, after everything we've been through, it's nice to see someone finally sympathising with us. This whole thing's been an ordeal, hasn't it?
Yeah, I got PTSD.
She doesn't mean it.
She
It serves you right.
Yeah, she hates us. We killed her.
I was pretty scared too, when you stood there not saying a word with a knife clenched in your fist. But now you know how bad it hurts to get stabbed in the chest. It sounds like you got exactly what you were owed.
Yeah.
Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper.
Oh.
A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Uh-oh. And where are you supposed to be?
Home.
What does that mean? The void?
The void.
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away. Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
You want me to bury your bones?
No, those bones are just a body. They aren't me. Bury them. Smash them. It won't do a thing.
Okay.
But you can help me. This place won't let me leave. At least, not alone. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things.
Yeah, that's true.
It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So,
She wants to
let me
haunt
let you
us.
ride. After all, you own me.
Wow.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us?
Yeah.
She is. But I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if
Cat?
she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
Ooh.
Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her
Conflicted.
so badly. You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
You don't want us to do it. That just makes me want to do it more. Do I still get to be in control? We need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you would end the world.
Sounds great.
The answer's no. I need to think about this. You just want to try it?
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
Hee.
See you soon.
Oh gosh.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body.
My
It starts
eyesight.
in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
I'm freezing to death.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now. But we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented
Okay, so
on
she
it.
doesn't have a narrator. Okay.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Oh.
The mirror!
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass,
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am.
We're the mirror? Heck yeah.
Who cares what we are?
What is the
We
mirror?
exist.
It's different
That's
pieces of
all that
us.
matters.
What does that mean?
Piece of the mirror.
Are we the void trying to, like, pull ourselves together?
Maybe.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
Who are you, princess?
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in
Exactly.
it too.
Who's the narrator?
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him.
Yeah.
You don't need to know what I am.
What?
You just need to know that I'm different from you.
What?
More important.
Who are you?
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
Huh?
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Obviously she's nowhere to be seen.
She's inside us.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
Trying.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
I can't think straight. Should we just leave?
Your legs, weary with the weight of
He's
the
upset.
princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
Ah.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
It is.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world?
Remolded.
reborn?
Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door.
For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able.
What?
It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate.
And whine.
This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Oh. Charge forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
You
She was
lift your
stuck in a
shaking
void
hand
too.
and rested on the door handle, but you pause before you open it,
exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Open the door!
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. Collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see...
Oh.
Yes?
He's gone again.
He's gone.
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had
We
to
slayed the
come,
narrator.
I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Hitchhiker! Feel lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Cleo.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I want to be.
See? Another piece! You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Oh, okay.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. You don't need to comfort him.
It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Whatever makes you happy.
Approach the mirror.
Approach!
You approach the mirror.
Approach the mirror. Gaze.
Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The bloat. You've grown.
I've grown!
Great.
I've grown!
Find yourself in the long quiet once again.
Oh.
To the cabin.
Into the woods!
You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed? What does it feel like to change like this? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why?
Why? Why do you want me to bring you... What do you want me to bring you next time? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? Will she give us a number? If we ask how many?
Destroy your body.
My body? Is this her? Is this me? What's happening?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same. Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you. Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Why are you so kind to me?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets. This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have, but that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart. Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
Preferences?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Oh. I don't want to hurt you.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could
Cannot feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Ready to go back?
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Okay.
Oh.
The mirror.
The
The shards of the mirror.
Safe. Empty slot number 1. Wow.
Wow.
What do you think?
Wow.
That was a lot. So,
We killed her, just like you wanted.
yeah, but we got a piece.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what happens if you kill her and then you kill the ghost. Do you think we get another piece?
What happens if we just stab her in the back?
So pretend to save her but then stab her?
Yeah,
We should try
that's
that.
an option.
Should try that, and then we should try killing the ghost version to see what else we get. I think those are the 2 paths forward.
Knife, and then hold the knife, talk to her, kill her. I don't know. There's a couple other options.
Yeah, there's different ways to, yeah.
We'll figure it out next time on that.
Slay the princess.
Slay the princess.
Oh my goodness. That was a lot. That went deeper than I thought it was going to. How many achievos did we get?
7.
Only 7?
I don't know.
Got 8.
Oh, I was close.
We were close. 8% of achievements. Oh my god, there's so many.
I told you.
I feel like this is gonna go, like, really deep. There's gonna be so many.
Good. Keep it going. Keep
It'll be
it
a
growing.
long one. Alright, well.
Fairly well. Ta-ta.
Don't slay princesses.
We'll be back.
Or maybe do.
No, don't.
The end.
We're helping the entity in the void.
Why are we helping them, though? What if we shouldn't be doing that?
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's just a game.
You help the void in the game, you help the void for real.
Yes.